Hello everybody, it's I, the Luigi Big Mac, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, the first game. We're on the bonus case, in case you guys couldn't tell by Miss Emma Sky here. Just making sure everything is working on OBS, because I decided to update it for once. Jeez. Anyway, so what do you think, Mr. Wright? I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all, the victim was murdered in two different places. Oh shit, that's Lana. The victim was murdered in two different places at the same time. And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes. Lana! Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. I hope they didn't hold you for too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though. So how'd it go? It's as Mr. Wright suspects. The police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck the plea bargain. A plea bargain? What do you mean by that? We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma. But Lana, don't tell me you... Much to my regret, I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. Miss Sky. We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall. What kind of trace evidence? Bloodstained fingerprints, to be exact. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you? In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall? We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Guy? Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright. Well, for what? Well, no. For once, she's on our side when she didn't want help at all, so, Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is... I'm afraid you'll have to clarify. It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time. But that's not physically possible, is it? One more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared. Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edwards' car. Wow, this is one messed up trial. One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, who translated this shit? In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. Now that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds on top of things, even though he doesn't know what's going on himself. And that's supposed to be an admirable trait. Very well, let the trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand. For its first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department. The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer? Oh boy. Things are getting wild from the get-go. Look at him. He's so innocent. Ah, jeez. Would the witness please state his name and occupation? Yes, sir. I am Mr. Mike Meekin, sir. My occupation is that would be murderer, sir. So you're telling us you are a professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. I never kill anyone, sir. But you gotta believe me, sir. Actually, that's what we'd like to... Sir, I'm what you call part of the younger generation, sir. A person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend. Please, Mr. Edwards, sir. Help me, sir. Officer Meekins. Yes, sir. Give us your report of the crime. Consider that in order. Yes, sir. As you wish. After all, I'm part of a generation that must be told what to do, sir. You can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm. That's true. Also, that statement about the part of the younger generation that needs to be told what to do, that felt so real, man. Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life, then I did it! After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. Sort of victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you. Do unto others before they do unto others before they do unto you. That's the Meekins family motto, sir. I see. Then you fainted and a colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir. Very well. Defense may begin its cross-examination. What I need here is more info to work with. So, Phoenix gave us a hint here. We need more information, so I'm just gonna press every one of his statements. Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not? Yes, sir! I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir! Yikes, now there's a scary thought. Evidence transferal was taking place the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed. I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir. The Blue Badger? Yes, sir. The lovely police mascot created by the Chief of Detectives, sir. I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir. I see. Sounds like a very, important mission. After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around that I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room. So, what did you see when you got there? I spotted... Alright, I already read this part. We're gonna press him on this. In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card. Am I correct? Precisely, sir. I have one right here, around my neck. So then, your ID number should be listed on here, right? There it is! I found it! This is the one right here. Can you please read us the number? Yes, sir. It's 4989596. That's my number, sir. I see. Huh. But the number 4989596 is shown being used twice. Please explain, witness. It's no real mystery, sir. The first time is when I relocated the Blue Badger into the evidence room. And the second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down. I see. So it's during the second time when... Yes, sir. That was when I spotted the man on the security screen. Well, that updates that. Yep. So, you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you? It was a knife, sir! A knife! Detective... Oh, wait, that's the judge. Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you. What happened then? Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was. You aren't exactly the kind of person someone will want to run into. That's when I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus struggling to detain him. That's how I got this gash on my hand. Maybe if you just kept your your hand wouldn't be. When I saw blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar. What exactly do you mean when you say you did it? I know I don't like the type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir. The man let his guard down for an instant, so I snatched his knife from him. You took his knife. I spun him around and performed a disarming maneuver, and I made sure to close my eyes like a man. I see. He must have been desperate. The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood then. The next thing I knew... Yes? He punched me right in the face, sir. Oh, poor Meekins. Man, he was really trying his best. But what time did you regain consciousness? No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious. Oh, right. According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was about 5:30. He hit me right in the head, too. I woke up crying tears of pain. That's nice, sir. I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is. When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir. Your mission? Yes, sir, the Blue Badger, sir. I returned him to the entrance before things got out of hand. Well, we can all rest easy now. I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened. Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim? He's got a point. Yes, Officer Meekins? With regard to that, sir, take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Gaunt delivered it to me just this morning, sir. The chief? Delivered it? What is it? A videotape? Yes, sir. That's absolutely right, sir. A videotape, sir. It contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room. Objection! What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape, and was told that it had been mistakenly erased. That's quite a mistake. I just did what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at. Looks like communication with the police department is good as ever. Well then, let's have a look. Just a video of you murdering the victim. Oh, please stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me. A video of a real murder. Well, just what are we getting ourselves into? Oh man, 3D graphics, damn! Okay, that explains the glove falling out. And then there's Meekins walking through. I can't. Sorry, guys. I can't take this seriously with this music playing. That's just as flabbergasted as everyone else is. Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us? What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood? Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire Criminal Affairs Department, sir. It's the Blue Badger, sir. Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? Yes, well, anyway, the tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter, someone. And the evidence... Oh. Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that alright with you, Officer Meekins?
Yes, sir. As you wish, sir.
Mystery Man. Hold on. There we go. Sorry, folks. I was trying to get a drink of water. Feeling a bit stuffy today.
His face can't be clear. His face can't be clearly seen in the video, but there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker, which requires Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention to that one. Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to.
Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to have been Detective Goodman. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
I don't know where this cross-examination will lead. Everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start. I mean, we all know it's Detective Goodman, but I mean, come on now. However, the most important detail is not shown in this video. The man's face.
Sir, if I may say something, sir.
Please do. After all, you're the one being examined.
I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. It was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir. My unsettled state can't testify enough to this, sir.
Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie.
That is, unless the defense can find a problem with it. Mr. Wright, let's check the court records again. Is there a problem with the security tape? There's a problem. Regarding the video contained on this tape, there's one particular thing that seems rather strange. This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman.
What? This video contains such a contradiction?
Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video. He will want me to point it out.
Very well. Proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this. Very well. Proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. I will play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of.
I have to point out a problem in the video. This is the first time I ever have to do that. You can do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video. Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing.
Please don't play with it too many times. I can't stand watching this video.
How did this guy ever become a police officer?
Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where is the contradiction?
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay, that's it. So that's the locker that was open. So why don't we rewind? Wait a minute. Hold on a second. This video makes it hard to see. The thing that's strange about this video would be to be this.
Hold on a second. I need to use my eye drops. I don't get it.
Would you mind if I borrow your eye light?
Don't look at me with those bleary eyes.
Before your eyes get too teary, perhaps you should think this through again.
Now what do?
Let's try that again. Very well. Let's try this again. Just remember one thing, Mr. Wright. Every time you point your finger, someone gets hurt. Says the one pointing his finger at us.
I will now play security tape.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe what it is maybe we're supposed to pause it when that glove falls out. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this.
Yes, it is strange. Something certainly seems unnatural about that. What could it mean?
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Wright, but you seem to have forgotten the point of this exercise. The point? What are you looking for is one thing, and one thing only. Something that indicates that the man may not be Detective Goodman.
Oh yeah. I almost walked right into the defense's trap.
I'll place him under arrest, sir.
Rats, I need to slow down to tackle these things one piece at a time. Now what to do? Okay. Let's try that again. Just remember one thing. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so... what could it be? Let's see. You know what? I am kind of noticing something. Okay, let's try that. Hold on a second. Wait, nope. Nope, okay, I couldn't get it. Okay, yeah, this one's tricky. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I get it. Shut up, everyone. Okay, let's pause here. Oh, I see it now. Okay, I see it now. For some reason, I thought this thing looked a bit different. But no, now I notice it. It's this light right here. It's that light. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Officer Meekins.
Sir, do you mean me, sir?
As I understand... Why is the music playing? As I understand it, this cloud music won't stop playing. This cloud music won't stop playing as I'm explaining to you how this locker apparatus works. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint. If it's a match, the light turns on, and the locker is released.
According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir.
So, if so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. Stop playing this cloud music! God! Yeah, that light's turned on. Is it gonna play through the whole video again? When the victim reaches for the handle to open the door, let's rewind a bit earlier. The light's already... Here, notice that? Notice the light?
What's this? It's already lit.
Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle.
Ah! Order, order. What's the meaning of this?
It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. But the locker locks are controlled by electronic system. When the door is shut, it says a sensor is triggered, and the locker's automatically locked.
Oh, I know. It must have broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this.
That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction.
Oh, well, I guess should. Oh, well, it just goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation?
Me, Your Honor?
Yes, why wasn't the locker locked?
Me, Your Honor? Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator? Huh? Oh, maybe something like jammed the system sensor. Something jammed the sensor. Say, there's something else seems to be out of place in this videotape. Yeah, I thought so. There's gotta be another clue somewhere in this footage. That's where we do the glove at.
Very well. Let's inspect the video one more time. The locker wasn't locked. Oh.
Motherfucker, I hate when that happens. Yeah. We're gonna fast forward this. Please watch closely. This is a continuation of the part I showed you earlier. Oh, thank God, no more clown music. Oh, thank God. I fucking hate... I mean, I love clowns, but I also don't like clowns at the same time.
What's this? Something white fell out of the locker.
But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are open. I often fall out and roll up. God damn it, game.
It seems to be skipping dialogue. Fuck me. We can't be sure that that item was completely inside the locker to begin with.
What do you mean?
The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door?
Insert it?
They gotta stop playing clown music again. This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor.
Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, the tie chokes me.
Good analogy, Meekins.
But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door.
Not only that, it would also have to block the electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator.
Yes, an insulator, but at the crime scene,
there just might have been something that fits the description.
But sir, by insulator, you don't mean...
I think I finally got this figured out. Yeah, I know what it is. Because we all know what it is.
Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant evidence? What was this insulator that was stuck in the door?
Gee, I don't know. Have you guys considered that it was a goddamn rubber fucking glove? I found this near the locker, a thin rubber glove.
But we can't be sure that was in the victim's locker.
It has a tag that says SL-9 incident. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker, but that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is this not so, Officer Meekins?
Sir, it would appear so, sir.
Hold on, let me clear my throat because there's a bunch of mucus.
Order, order, order. So we are to believe then that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman?
Sorry. Do not be misled, Your Honor.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility and nothing more. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecutor will offer one more testimony to prove this. What? Officer Meekins, please testify about this.
Sir! Me, sir! I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir.
Is this a fucking joke?
Very well, begin your testimony.
Mystery Man, dose.
There's one other thing that proves that man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card.
An ID card record. Or an ID card record, I see.
I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. The ID used at 514 is that of the victim.
Just before the crime, Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why are there so few people using this room?
This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases. Special cases? Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Just hearing that makes my hair stand on one end. Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference. There were only a few cases up for transferal there, and most were cleared up by noon.
Right, I see. Now let us move on to the cross-examination.
Well then, what can we even do? Okay. Women's. So, let's see. Goodman has the ID card. And obviously, let's go to, if we go to tab. That's his memento. Let's see. Wait a minute. Lost item report. Half-written document dated to 221. Hold on. Let's check this. February 21st. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. Let's check that. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait 1 moment, Officer Meekins.
I'm not good at waiting, sir.
I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene.
That makes sense.
When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding to the victim's ID card.
A lost item report. It's only half complete.
But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report.
Let me guess.
You believe this something to be his ID card, right? I can't say for sure, but there's a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card.
Order. So now what does this all mean?
It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Megan's encountered in this evidence room is not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card.
Order. Does the prosecution have a response?
I have only one thing to say to the defense. Bravo, Mr. Wright. But bravo? Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room Officer Megan's encounter was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yes. What's he up to? That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murderer in this room is also a fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the incident of the murder. That it? Well, I guess that's right. There's something wrong, Mr. Wright. Only moments ago, you seemed content to be pointing your fingers around. This isn't going to end well. Edgeworth, you piece of shit. After everything I've done for you. Well, it seems you finally realized exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove.
Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth.
The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means the murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime. So the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot, at the prosecutor's office. As my game freezes, for some reason, the murderer being Miss Lana Sky, the defendant. The evidence is blah. So we got that. I accidentally skipped that because the game was freezing. Thanks, game. Or computer. Whatever. First, a trustworthy witness. I couldn't finish my sentence because the person playing this is a complete dumbass and keeps using his mouse to go through dialogue instead of enter. The witness observed the moment the defendants used a murder weapon. Ah! I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all trapped from the beginning.
The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim of Officer Megan's encounter? And where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman.
Just so, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, you have to do something or else Lana... What do I do? How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess? I object. Objection! One moment, Your Honor. What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you just proven. Of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap. What are you talking about? The cross-examination has proven one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. It did not show the actual murder. I don't know why I stuttered there. Or paused there. However, it cannot be said that this is unrelated to the... However, it cannot be said that this is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in this evidence room. The defense demands further examination into the truth of this matter.
Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considers the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident. This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand. Mr. Wright, do you mean... Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness.
Oh? Who do you have in mind?
Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room. The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply.
Very well then, Mr. Wright. This person whom you would have to testify, what is his or her name?
None other than Jake fucking Marshall. Mr. Cowboy himself. Officer Jake Marshall.
Why him?
I can't let Edward know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say. The prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare.
Very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is subopened. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry, folks. Will the prosecution please prepare this witness during this time?
We will, Your Honor.
Court is now in recess.
Oh, hello, Lana. You're looking at me with, some intent there. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? Huh? What do you mean? You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured everything out. I haven't figured anything out. Lana? You're the one who knows everything. Emma, you always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright's trying his hardest to protect you. I don't recall ever asking for his protection. How can he be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? God damn it, Gumshoe! We're having this emotional moment, and Gumshoe just goes up here, going, hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh my! Look, he's even laughing with me.
Oh, yes I am. I'll come back later.
Aw, poor Gumshoe. Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? What is it?
You've got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals.
Sorry, Detective.
You better be, pal. Hey! I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor's guy.
Oh man, we get to hear Gumshoe's theme. That's okay, so have you brought what I asked?
Oh ho! You mean this, right?
My apologies, Detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request. My name?
Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me.
Could I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy. The SL9 incident? But Lana, that's... I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here, you might do well to read them.
I can't believe you, the chief prosecutor. We're a witness in that case.
Miss Sky wasn't witness? SL9 incident files. Files for the Joe Dark killing, solved 2 years ago.
Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with serial murders. Oh, what? Now that I brought you your stuff, you're gonna ignore me?
Emma? But why? Why is your name in here? What? My name's in there? I don't know. Unless... No, it couldn't be. Lana, this SL9 is in... Is that... That's the classification number the police filed under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as... the Joe Dark killings. The Joe Dark? No, Lana! That's over with, no! Emma, wait! She ran away.
You know what? I just remembered, I gotta be...
God damn it!
Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. So, bye!
Oh, man. Jake Marshall, Angel Starr, Damon Gant, Miles Edgeworth. Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't be just a coincidence. Knowing you just might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. I'd better take a good look at this file. And that's that, folks. Of course, we're going to save our progress. I hope you guys enjoyed the content that I do. If you guys enjoyed the content, please consider subscribing, as I'll really appreciate it, as it'll help the channel grow. With that being said, I hope you guys leave a comment and like, so this video gets pushed onto the algorithm, because as much as I don't like doing it, I kind of have to do it if I want to be noticed on this hellish site. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next episode, where we are going to do the next part of the trial. Have a good one, folks. Bye-bye.